Welcome to bituminouskole. Following up on last video, we're still in Colorado. Back in August of 25, where I took a Western trip. This time in Colorado, no freight action. This is steam and steam excursions. So I rode the steam excursion and did not really shoot much of it because I wanted to have the experience and enjoy it and just take it in. I did take some shots, and I'll show you what I did take. But there's not a whole shot of the ride. Certainly they didn't let me up in the cab or anything fun like that. Didn't happen. So not for a lack of asking, I'll have you know. At any rate, I did get a nice shot from the parking lot and with the drone of the train making a loop and going over the trestle. Good stuff. I think you'll enjoy it. So, I mean, look at this guy. He's having a great time. All right, let's go to the trains. Well, this was one sweet summer afternoon, standing by the waterfall. What you see now is the waterway under the trestle that's parallel to the road, but the waterfall was right next to me. And not long after setting up, already that Baldwin locomotive is leading the train over the trestle. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. And this Baldwin locomotive, built in 1919 by the Baldwin Locomotive Works, has a 280 wheel arrangement, a consolidation. And yeah, it did run backward the entire day. That was a surprise. One very fun thing about being a passenger on this train is the fact that the cars were open air. It didn't make for great videography because you saw a lot of elbows hanging over, but as a rider it sure was fun to feel the breeze through your hair and occasionally get a little bit of the smoke through your nose. And to hear the whistle clearly when it sounded. It didn't sound very frequently, but when it did, oh, it was just magical. In this scene, the railroad is on a descent into the valley. You'll notice a cut behind the train. That's Interstate 70. Yes, indeed, I-70. If you've ridden it, well, shoot, I ride it on the regular in the Indianapolis area in central Indiana. You may have ridden it in Columbus, Ohio, maybe on the way to Washington, D.C., out west to St. Louis. So the train descends into the valley, and it does so carefully, slowly, on the brakes. Like so many other railroads that are on loops or switchbacks, the purpose is to manage the elevation. There, now you got a real look of I-70 running next to it. Those cars are moving fast. The train is taking its sweet time. Let me tell you, when I was riding, I was in no hurry for it to get to the end. So as you look on your screen to your left, you'll see Clear Creek. And to the left of it, the track that this train will return around as it loops around. And now the Georgetown loop crosses over Clear Creek. Before this curve, the train had been proceeding in a southwesterly direction. And as it clears Clear Creek, it will now be proceeding in a northeasterly direction towards the station. This run is completing. The excursion I would be on was after this run. And now the excursion is easing into the station, ending the ride for these passengers. And before long, it'll be my turn. The train had been boarding at this point, but I just couldn't stop filming. Although at this point I realized, hey, I better get in there. I didn't need to be first. It was open seating. But not good to miss the train. Now on the ride, now to the station, under the trestle, whilst on the train. There's a lot of equipment in various places. It's kind of hard to know if it's staged or if there was an actual purpose for it being there, but it was fun to see. And yes, the Georgetown loop has diesel locomotives as well. I was much happier to be on the train run by the steam locomotives. Silver Plume was the midpoint of our excursion. The train stopped here, passengers detrained, and like they always say, we did have to pass through the gift shop. I hurried through the gift shop so I could get around on the other side of the water tower and watch our locomotive take on a fresh drink of water for the return trip. So as I stop this clip, I'm running back so that I don't miss the return trip, much as I'd like to stay at the train shed, alas. But going back, we got some looks again at some of the other equipment. The GE 400 horsepower locomotive. The 55-tonner, also a GE product. Locomotive number 12, which, as I understand it, is slated for a complete overhaul and rebuild. Now here's a little bit that I did shoot. and the trestle. Now, as I understand it, this bridge is not original. Was rebuilt in the 1970s. It was built to the same specifications as the original. They call it now the High Bridge of the Georgetown Loop. And we got a couple of pictures from atop the bridge, of course. And then we concluded by riding around the loop back to the station. Well, that day was a heck of a lot of fun. It had been a really long time since I had ridden on a steam-powered excursion ride. Hope to do it again sometime soon. Now, that's not the last thing we'll see from the Western trip. I've shown you 2 videos from Colorado. The last one was Moffett Tunnel, and this one here at the Georgetown Loop. I have footage sitting in the can in Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas. We'll be showing you that stuff as we move along. But next time on Bituminouskole. Hey, look, pulling up in Fortville. Yay, Fortville. Hey, look, a train. Arriving just in time to not really catch it. Perfect. Oh, and it's the Père Marquette. CSX 1899. How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Père Marquette. Join me again, and I'll take you to the trains.